What is up, Florida Outdoors people? Welcome back to the Florida Outdoorsman channel. As you can tell, we are back on the lovely and beautiful Controlled Chaos. We're going to be doing something special, something that I have never done before. Well, I have targeted the species before, but never in this way. Let me just tell you. So, my plan, if you can see them down there, which you may not be able to, I'm going to try and do some stone crab trapping. I have never set out a stone crab trap before. I have no idea how this is going to go, but I'm excited. All right? I've got some pig's feet, and if you guys remember when we were doing some surf fishing, there's a flounder that has just been inside my freezer that I was supposed to fillet, but I didn't because I got lazy. That's beside the point. So we're going to be cutting that flounder in half and seeing how that goes. So what I'm thinking is there's a bunch of rocks right over here, a little jetty. So I'm going to try and set the first trap over by the rocks, and then I don't know, I'll figure somewhere else to go for the other one. But there's a lot of boat traffic. It is Columbus Day, I think. I don't really know what holiday it is on this Monday, just to break the fourth wall a little bit. So there's going to be some boat traffic today. The water is a cool 79.5 degrees, so I'm excited to see how this goes. But yeah, let's get this first trap set out, and then we'll get the second trap set out, and we'll let it sit for like a week. For those of you that are going to look at the regulations, yes, it is before opening day, which is Wednesday. But that being said, the regulations state that you can have the traps set out 10 days prior to opening day. You just can't pull them until opening day. So there's that. So with that being said, guys, let us go and set out this first trap. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. All right, y'all. So we're kind of at the first spot. First trap here. I think we're gonna go with the old flounder. Cut him in half. That fish was frozen solid. Let's swing back around now, shall we? Alright, so like I said, first thing we're gonna do is along these rocks, and then I think I'm gonna try along some mangroves, some downed foliage, see how that works out. There just has to be a plane right now. Thank you, plane. Alright. Seems like we're in a good depth too. Alright, once we swing back around, we will toss the flounder. Let's get everything around now, shall we? I You know, I was having a heck of a time. Finding lead line. This is the more shallow trap I set up with still 15 pounds of line, or 15 feet of line. So let's get this tossed out, shall we? Perfect. We're in 7 feet of water, so cool. All right, let's go somewhere else, shall we? Catch with you guys at the next spot. All right, y'all. Now for the second trap. We're loading it up with smoked pig's feet. I know you're supposed to use pig's feet, or a popular bait is pig's feet when you're stone crabbing, so I'm not quite sure how smoked pig's feet is gonna work, but we're gonna find out. Like, try and somewhat stay in position. This wind is picked up, it's starting to white cap, and I've got the nose into the wind right now. So let's get this thrown out, and yeah, we'll get out of here, guys. We're gonna run over the buoy. That's not ideal. Oh, okay, good. We missed the buoy. All right. So, 2 crab traps out. We're gonna give them about a week to sit out here. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Like I said, guys, I have never trapped for stone crabs. I've always swam down and grab them by hand. It's really cold right now though. I'm from Florida, and for some reason 79 degrees in the water is cold to me. Don't ask me why, it just is. So with that being said, guys, let's head back to the boat ramp. I'm probably gonna drive around a little bit because we haven't ran the big boat in a while, so I'll pick the camera back up if something cool happens. But yeah, if nothing exciting happens, because you know I also got the fishing rod too in case something exciting happens, because I'm me. But if something exciting does happen, I will clue you guys in. But if not, I'll see you in about a week. All right, Florida Outdoors people, welcome back to another day of us doing some stone crabbing. It's been about a week since we set out this stone crab trap. I am sorry if you guys can't hear me very well. It is very windy right now, so we shall see how well pulling these traps goes. So yeah, this wind definitely kicked up from what I saw this morning, so we shall see how this goes. But with that being said, guys, I don't know if you can see it right down there, but we got ourselves a dead iguana. Yeah, I didn't get that. It was on the boat ramp dead. I have seen people use iguana for bait for stone crab before, so it's worth a try. Yeah. Anyway, we got our handy dandy crab checker, 2 7/8. for the claw. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. With as windy as it is, we may be just pulling one trap. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, all right, I'll catch up with you guys when we start pulling the trap. All right, y'all, so this isn't exactly the easiest right now. First trap, nothing. It is rough out here, guys. Oi, bait's all gone. Let's throw the iguana in, and then let's throw the trap back in. I'm gonna turn back around because I'm not even going to attempt to try and get the other trap. It is so rough out here, guys, so we'll come back tomorrow. All right, y'all, so scratch what I said in the last one. I decided, let's just send it. It ain't a Florida Outdoorsman video if we ain't doing something stupid. It don't look like it's gonna rain. There ain't no lightning. So you know what? We gotta do something. And that something is, it's white capping bad out here. It's rougher than can be. I don't know how well the camera shows it, but it's rough. But you know what? Florida outdoors people, do not quit. Alright, so we're gonna go pull this other trap, pray that there's something in it, and if not, well then I'll see you in week number 2, 3. I'll see you next week for when we pull these traps again, and hopefully we'll be adding a third trap then. Fingers crossed. But hey, let's get this trap. Probably should have started the camera a lot sooner should have started the camera a lot later, but a lot closer to the power line, the structure. It's kind of awkward now. Anyway, let's get this thing ooh, that was a big wave. I'll turn you guys off, and then I'll turn you back on when we're close to the trap and I'm grabbing it. All right, we're coming up on the trap. This one's gonna be a little bit easier, I say, as I get sideways with it, but I don't have to worry about going into the rocks like I did with the other one. All right, so I had bought a whole rubber mat to put on the side of the boat too, to make this a little bit easier for me. And yeah, as you can see, no rubber mat. Bait's still in there a little bit. I'm gonna be honest, I should probably take the fact that, well, last week there was like hundreds of crab traps out here, and now there's me as a sign. But I'm stubborn and I'm not going to, so I'm gonna bait this up again. And then I'll see you guys next week. Alright, you know, I see all these craps just kind of sit out in the middle of nowhere, and it does make it a little bit better. That way I don't have to really worry about structure as much. Ooh, that stinks. So I guess we answered the question from last week where we asked, is smoked crab bait gonna be able to get anything? And the answer is no. So let's get this tossed over with, shall we? And we say good. And boom. All right. I will see you guys next week for our, hopefully, the ending of this video. Actually, I'm going to be honest, regardless, it's going to be the ending of this video, whether or not we get crabs. So, yeah. Again, the fact that there is myself and there's one trap over there, and yeah, that's it. I should probably take that as a sign that stone crabs are staying here. But with that being said, let's get out of here, guys. Let's get back to the boat ramp, and I will see you on dry land for a little bit more. Oh, there's another crab trap right there. All right, cool. 3 crab traps in this area, and there was hundreds last week. So, yeah. If you guys got any tips, let me know down in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to this video. I don't know. Gotta do the whole YouTube thing. All right, let's get out of here, and I'll see you guys at the boat ramp. What's up, Florida Outdoors people? Welcome back to week number 3 or 2 or 4 or 7. I don't remember what we're at now, but it has gotten to the point where I just want some stone crab. Still having fun. Still want some stone crab though. But you know what? We're out on the water. We've got a day off, and I'm still above ground, so who can complain? But with that being said, we are heading to go pull the first trap. I came out the other day just to quickly move the one that was close to the rocks, because that felt like a better idea, better spot. I got thinking about it, and in my opinion, just being up against the rocks made it hard, especially with a day like today where it's windy and the rain is coming. Again, can't do a Florida Outdoorsman video without it being some kind of problem. Anywho, yeah, so we moved that one trap. We got a third trap, put that one out. When I pulled that first trap, we had like 2 mutton snappers inside the trap, so that was kind of cool. So, oh, and we had a crab on top of the trap. Couldn't really tell what kind of crab it was, but there was a crab on top of the trap that jumped off immediately. So, crabs are in the area. At least one is. So, with that being said, guys, let's go pull this first trap, and hopefully we get something. I'll show you what I got, but I'm just out here for fun, and hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. Talk to you guys in a bit. See you. Whew! I gotta tell you guys, these crab trap pots are, or I'm sorry, these crab trap buoys are hard to see, especially with like no light, clouds all out. But you can tell it's my trap because there's a big stupid R on there that looks like it was drawn on by a 3-year-old. So let's start getting a little closer to it. Nose into the wind. Like, hopefully I can reach it. Never mind, it wasn't an issue. Oi. Really need to start putting you guys on that side where I can actually show you that I'm pulling it. Oh, the string is nasty. We got a mutton. All right, cool looking mutton. Let's get him in. Mutton's in there. Now let's get this blue out of there. If I don't get anything else, we'll let him go. No, never mind. It's a female. She has some barnacles. See where I was talking about the big apron? But she's got a lot of barnacles on her. But let's toss her in and yeah. Beautiful looking blue crab, but let's get her in the water. I wish I had a snack that I could give her like Jacob Knowles, but I don't. So in the water she goes. All right, we will probably come back and rebait this thing tomorrow, but that's beside the point. Let's get this back in the water. For now, just let it sit for another 24 hours. But yeah, that was kind of cool. Mutton and a blue crab. There we go. All right, first trap down. Now on to the second one. I'll see you guys for that one, which might be like right here. All right, crab trap number 2 coming in. Let's see if we can't get the little girl. That one was kind of a drive-by. Goodness. Thank goodness we got a stone crab, guys. I was starting to get a little worried. Yeah, we're gonna need to rebait this one. Woo! Look! Woo, that stinks! But look at that stud. Alright. And they're measuring. We don't even need to measure. Whew! Look at that stud of a blue crab. Of a stone crab. Here comes the problem now. I have to get the knife out. Let me just try and break the claw off. See, the issue is I don't want to break the claw and end up killing the crab. So this isn't going to be the best view of this, but basically you just want to stick the knife in. There's a little slot almost in like the armpit, and that's how you get them to drop the claw. And you have to do it without getting pinched. And he's finally waking up. He is a strong laddie. here you go. Look at the size of that stone crab claw. Whew, she is a beauty. Alright, so here's legal size. So it has to be from the tip there. Here's the side of lobster. It's bigger than 3 inches. No jokes about that, alright? Okay, so from what it seems like, we set up in the middle of nowhere, and we get pig feet, not the smoked kind, and that's what we need for bait. All right, let's get this tossed back in. I'm gonna flip back around to where I can just toss it in the middle of nowhere again. But that is the brand new trap that I got that you guys didn't see me put out. She produced at least. All right, let me get this set back out. I'm gonna go back to the boat ramp and I'll hit you guys with the outro, but let's get out of here before all of that comes from me. All right, Florida Outdoors people, as you can see, we are off the water now. We have our one and only stone crab, which, I mean, this thing is huge. That is a big claw. So, yeah, I'm gonna go home. Technical difficulties. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna eat this, and yeah, I will see you guys next week for another misadventure with Florida Outdoorsman. Always remember, guys, if you ain't wet, you ain't fishing in Florida. See you. Oh man, guys, I got my hat wet.